Friday Night Baseball from the Twin Cities. Standing in, Jorge Mateo, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Baltimore, the shortstop.
Underway now on a Friday night. The first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
And the count will be full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Jeffries over to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can continue to stay hot. He's hitting over 350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Cedric Mullins. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Darren Obradovich. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Darren.
He'll start out with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. 2-0 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now the 2-1. Sent fouled again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. On he battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Giro. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't get much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you can see some definite confusion on the faces of hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the wave pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expected a nick.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Dan Robinson.
Ball 1, no
First
strike.
pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. 1-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Grounded down the third baseline. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Alex Healy. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. A little bit outside. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Ready now for Baltimore. Ryan O'Hearn is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch.
This will ricochet off of him on the mound for Genson. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. Hopefully the pitcher's okay. This has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. Andy Rush comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Weekly hit towards first. Robinson takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, Ryan Castle, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. The next 0-2. That's taken. That's ball one.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Got swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa. Leading into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Bob couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Batting seventh.
Now at the plate, Sean Obradovich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball is cut on and missed for the first strike. Correa aboard here at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play.
Batting eighth.
Down to the plate, Ryan Jeffries. Here's the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. So striding forward now, Ramon Uriarte. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s.
And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Bounce it to the left side. From his backside. There's one on the first, and they get them both.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 23.
So bases empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Ramon Laureano. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power back thing in place.
Hitter.
He went on to say, it's probably the number one problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too much.
Quick reactions at the high corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Second baseman.
The next twin up, Aaron Obradava. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. One out, nobody on.
Nope. Ball
That
one.
misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Laureano is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now at the plate, Tim Koo. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Swing and a soft liner. And he just throws the glove up. Into the box. Mateo will try to get it going here to begin the fourth. Hard hit for 80 seconds. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting. Left fielder.
In now for the O's. Tyler O'Neill. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. Throw won't get him.
And that's his second triple this season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
In now, Cedric Mullins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hit back up the middle. Correa ranging up the middle. And the goes for first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
The batter, number 66.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Circle change there, called strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And it's 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right
count.
back
2 and
outside.
2.
Nice pitch.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends this one high in the air and out to deep right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into second, and will get in there safely.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
That's a ball.
Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
No, that's
Perhaps
down.
a little low there. It's 2-0. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Strike 2 looking as the sinker bores down the middle of the plate. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand, reaches third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Up next for the Orioles.
In now, Ramon Uriarte, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 1-0 the count.
That's ball
2 now.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up. And he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Center fielder.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
The batter.
Riding in once again, Dan Robinson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And this will be fouled away. Here's the 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Liner in there for a base hit. The throw to third. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Popped straight up. Coming in is O'Neill. You can't get there as it falls in. The run from second as the lead shrinks to 1 at 3-2 now.
The batter number 4.
Blank Carlos Correa. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. He's right there. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was what really rocked his frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
So now 1 away here with the bases empty. Digging in now, Ramon Laureano. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter.
The batting order turns over now and set to go Jorge Mateo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Leading off the inning, Sean as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. That's taken high and outside for ball 1.
No strike.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. This pitch is popped up. Castle is under it near the mound, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in, Ryan Jeffries. Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull a foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to a ball game.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Striding forward now is the DH.
The designated hitter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right side to his left. Valaika. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quiet. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Tyler O'Neill, who made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
Yeah, guys, that was the first triple of the year for him, and you got to believe it's not going to be his last. The way this guy can absolutely fly, any ball in the gap screams triple.
Now
ready for another shot now. Cedric Mullins 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way up front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Ryan O'Hearn will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. Solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. 1-1 home. Taking strike two.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Mullins stands at third with one gone in the inning. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now with the plate, Andy Rupp will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Darren Ogadavich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Darren.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. Striding in. Cool. Leadoff man on base. And we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Now set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And this is knocked down over there. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make a play for the first down. Stepping in, number 22. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something.
1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Count even now at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually.
And while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
First baseman. Dan.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Dan Robinson. He'll look to bring on that time run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball and pitches in the game. You had to know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
Number 18.
Looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that to his starter team. Broken shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score. Here's Carlos Correa now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And he'll step on the bag himself. And digging in, Ryan Hassel. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Almost strikes the count. Wind up, here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
That one's in there. 3-1. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Healy looks up. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Stepping in now, Uriarte. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Bouncer up the middle. Obradave moving to his right. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Pat Valaika. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, one man in. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Now batting. Number 23.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
On the fence, this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Now batting,
leading off for the right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Some late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
That misses. 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball.
And he will rip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting.
Riding in, Ryan Jeffries. First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And they'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The designated hitter.
Digging in, holding Obradave. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Wind up and the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Valaika has it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Thank you,
to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jorge Mateo. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure they're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
The count is 1-2.
High in the air out to center field. Number 22 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler O'Neill. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Cedric Mullins. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ranging back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Now batting, number 52.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn.
This at bat shows you how versatile and talented player this guy really is. Earlier in the bat, he squared the bunt. Then he says, forget that nonsense. I could take this guy deep.
1 ball,
and
1 strike.
does that. What a weapon.
Count now a ball and a strike. Taken. Called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Lo, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage.
2-2 the count. Lester gets the sign. Here he comes on 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Once again, the 3-2. And struck him out. A 10-pitch battle that he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Orioles get
Your attention, please.
Batista now pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half
number
of the
74.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Aaron Obradovich. He singled his last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Ready with another 0-2. Fouled off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And
Now
out plate, Tim
the
Cool.
third baseman.
Here comes the first
Cool.
pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Mullins has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, number 22. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no
and he
strike.
lays off there, 1-0. Ball and a strike.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Through first and hustling for second. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Now back.
First pitch of the lead, he's able to get 2 outs, taking people to sit down here and preserve the lead. He's not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Slow grounder to first. And nothing will cover the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the... Striding in to start the ninth, Andy Rush that look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Andrew Miller enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Center fielder has a beat on it. 1 away. So stepping in, Ryan Tassel. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
And a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like he got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with a big part of the field.
Now a foul tip at the plate, and you can hear that one ring off the catcher's mask as he stays alive. The 1-2. Still 1-2. And changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Valika. That was a fly out for him in his last trip. In play here with the first pitch fastball, that's 1-0. That swung out and missed. We're even at 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hassel, runner at first with 2 gone. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Drilled down the line. But this will get fouled, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping up now, Ramon Laureano. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
1-1 to count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here. It's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2. So it remains a 1-run lead as they head into their final. Andrew Kittredge takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 36.
Leading off the inning, Alex Healy, and they'll need him to get something going here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Uriarte has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in now, Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Set, here it comes. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Ball 2. This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Here's another 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Still 2-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
I like it. Up with it. So on the first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Up next for the Twins.
Digging in to try it
The
again.
right fielder.
Sean Obradovic.
Obradovic.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Tying run at the plate. The 0-1. Fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Final strike for the Twins. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win.
Our final line score tonight.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the AL Central, the Baltimore Orioles broke up their 5-game losing skid as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. The White Sox defeated the visiting Tigers 6-5. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim set 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-6. Blake Taylor earned his first career big league win on the mound, leading the Astros past the Indians 3-2. The A's beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-2. The Tampa Bay Rays picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Red Sox on the road 10-6. Jacob deGrom collected win number 3 this year, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 4-2. The Rockies launched 3 home runs as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 8-7. The Washington Nationals bested the visiting Padres 5-2.